I know we all know that Jesus is a good shepherd, but do you know what a bummer lamb is? Because I'm going to show you. This is a picture of a shepherd slash farmer's bummer lamb. And I want to read you what the meaning of this is. What happens to a little lamb that is rejected by its mother? It will hang its head so low as if the lamb is beyond depressed. Every once in a while, the ewe will give birth to a lamb and reject it. There are lots of reasons why she may do this. If the shepherd tries to return the lamb, the mother might even kick the baby away. Once a mother rejects one of her lambs, she will never change her mind. These little lambs will hang their heads so low it looks like something is wrong with their little necks. Their spirits are broken. These lambs are called bummer lambs. Unless the shepherd intervenes, that little lamb will die, rejected and alone. Do you know what the shepherd usually does? The shepherd will take that rejected little lamb into their home, hand feed it, and keep it warm. They will wrap it up with blankets and hold it to their chest so the little lamb can hear their heartbeat. Once the lamb is strong enough, the shepherd will place it back in the field with the rest of the flock. That sheep never forgets the shepherd's love and care when their mother rejected them. When the shepherd calls for the flock, guess which sheep runs first? That sheep that knows the shepherd's voice. The bummer lamb isn't loved more. It just knows intimately the one who loves it. It trusts the shepherd because it has experienced love from the shepherd. Many of us are bummer lambs, rejected and broken, but Jesus is the good shepherd. He cares for our every need and holds us close to his heart so that we can hear his heartbeat. We may be broken, but we are deeply loved by the shepherd who will never leave us. I don't know about y'all, but I've often felt like a bummer lamb. And that leads me to a verse or several in John 10. But he who enters by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the gatekeeper opens. The sheep hear his voice, and he calls them out, each sheep by name, and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. A stranger they will not follow, but they will flee from him, for they do not know the voice of strangers. This figure of speech Jesus used with them, but they did not understand what he was saying to them. So Jesus said again to them, Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the door, and if anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. He who is a hired hand and not a shepherd, who does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and flees. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them. He flees because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and they know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay my life down for the sheep. And I have other sheep that are not of this fold. I must bring them also, and they will listen to my voice, so that there will be one flock and one shepherd. He's the good shepherd. Not only is that telling you how much he loves you and how intimately he knows you, but at the end there it's talking about, I have sheep of other pastures. He was telling them then that it would no longer just be the Jews who were considered clean, because back then Gentiles who didn't observe the law were considered unclean. They weren't even allowed inside of the temple, just in the outer courts. And so he's saying, I have sheep that are not of this fold, I will bring them also. It was him foreshadowing the fact that he was also a light to the Gentiles. And what an honor to follow that good shepherd, especially as a bummer lamb. I hope this hit you in the place it hit me, because it makes you realize that when he leaves the 99 to get the one, I think a lot of times it's probably a rebel lamb or a bummer lamb or a wayward lamb, but we've all been that one at one point. And if you were the bummer lamb, then I hope this hit your heart in a way that made you feel loved and seen by the Good Shepherd today.